Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gert Retief, and tonight something special. Now, when I started this YouTube channel, I was a big fan of Glendronach. I had always a couple of bottles, the 12-year-old up to the 21-year-old, and I did like all of them. The 18-year-old is really good, and of course the 15-year-old was absolutely fantastic. Sugar sweet monsters, sherry monsters, whiskies that I appreciated. Now the last Glendronach that I bought was this one, the 18-year-old. All of you have seen this bottle. It was from the 2019, and yeah, so it is 24-year-olds up to 24-year-olds in this one, still sealed, still haven't opened it, and I'm quite looking forward to a special occasion when I'm going to crack this bottle. Not sure what that occasion is. It feels like I've been carrying this thing for so many years. It's a shame for me to open it up. Prices are going up every month. It's a little bit more expensive to buy this one. I see it's going up to 200 euros for this 18-year-old. I think I paid about 68 or 69 euros. Can't remember, getting old. But it is a whiskey that I'm definitely not going to sell it. I'm waiting for that special occasion. But tonight, you've seen in the thumbnail, Glendronach Out to the Dark. And it is dark. It is a lovely, really dark amber color. It is Pedro Ximénez sherry cask, fully matured. Bottled at 50.8% ABV. Natural color. Not sure about the filtration, but I can only presume or hope it was not no chill or non-chill filter. But you don't know. I did look on the label, couldn't see anything like that. Maybe I missed it, didn't see it on the box either. It is a sample, of course. I haven't had the opportunity to buy it. Price-wise, about 80 euros. No age statement whiskey, but if you look at the color, my word, natural color, that sucked a lot of Pedro Ximénez sherry out of it. The sample that I bought from my trusted sample store here in Paris. So it's a little bit of a journey, a little bit of a postage to get it here. I think I pay about 10 euros for postage, so not really much. And you can buy as many samples as you like. This one, I think, was only for this 50 milliliters. Was about €7.50. So it's a good opportunity to try it before you buy it. You know, sometimes buyers regret, especially if you pay a lot of money for a whiskey. So yeah, try it before you buy it. And is this one going to make the bar at the back if I like it? So on the nose, on this fantastic Glendronach, it is part of a bottle series. It's called the Masters of Anthology. Not sure if I pronounce it correctly. They do have some called Ambers, and there's another one. And fear not, I did get all three of them. So of course in the next two videos you will also hear more about this new Glendronach series. And if I remember correctly, it was launched in December last year, so quite new. So hopefully you find this video informative and a video that might inspire you to buy it or maybe give it a miss. So with that in mind, please remember to like, share and subscribe. We are slowly moving to 3,000 subscribers. I really hope I could at least get that 3,000 before the end of the year. A little aspiration. So on the nose on this one, cheers. It is lovely. Now 50.8% ABV, I would have thought it's going to be a little bit of a kick in the nose. There's not much. Even with a little bit of that unhealthy shaky. Oh my word, it is lovely. It's dark, it's sweet. There's a woodiness, a little bit of a cask, definitely peeking out there. A little bit of almost like a oak dust note. I get that fruit. It's sweet, but it does not feel like overly sweet. There's a little perfumey note right at the back, just as your nose approaches the glass, you get a little perfumey note. And then you get the vanillas, you get the raisins, you get the dates, you get the figs. Then I get a little bit of a dark chocolate note, but it reminds me a little bit of a port wine. I just came back on Ethiopian Airlines, coming back from Mauritius, and on the flight they had a port wine or dessert port wine for you with that accompanies the cheese. And it's a lot like that darkness, that richness, that sweetness that comes out. Man, it is nice on the nose. So on the taste, cheers. Now, small sips, it is high ABV, but it feels that sip was a little bit too small. Definitely going to have to go back. Cheers. There's an oiliness to it. There's a stickiness to it. It's almost a little bit of a trickle tart. There is that little punchiness from the alcohol. And that sweetness just covers your mouth from top to bottom, under the tongue, everywhere. That's a lovely sweetness. And right on the back of that sweetness, you get a little bit of an oakiness. There's a little bit of a tannin coming through, a little bit probably, European oak brings out a little bit of a bitter note. And I think it's important in this one because it's going to be a little bit too sweet. If it was maybe just bourbon with a little bit of a Pedro Ximénez, but lovely. It is really lovely. That stickiness that just covers the mouth, I think that makes it for me. Now, I'm definitely not going to add water to this one. For me, that's perfect as it is. It is a winter warmer. It's still a little bit cool here in Belgium, but this is definitely not something that I would appreciate in summertime. I think it's going to be a little bit too hot for the body, too hot for the palate. One more try. Cheers. No way that you need to add water to this one. I think you're going to spoil it with water, but of course, you buy it, you pay for it, you drink it the way that you like. But I would suggest, if you do want to add water, maybe a couple of drops at a time, just to feel and see if it opens it up a little bit for you, if the alcohol is a little bit too strong for you. A couple of drops of water, taste it, and if you need more, a couple more, one more, and until it's a perfect level for you. Now this one is really nice for me. Even if you look at the glass and you give it a little bit of twirl, hopefully you can see it. You see the legs. It takes forever, still hasn't formed, and there you see some slow legs to form. So really a sticky one, a viscous one, something that sticks to the glass, sticks to the palate, and gives you more pleasure. Last sip. Oh, it's becoming a little bit lighter. After drinking a couple of sips, it feels like on the nose is a little bit lighter, a little bit more vanillas. Not really getting that chocolate anymore. A little bit of a dried peach note. Or maybe a grilled peach, a very sweet peach that was placed on a grill, little grill marks in it. A hint of that and a little bit of a toffee note. Man, it is a good whiskey. Last sip. Cheers. It's absolutely a winner in my book. GlenDronach, are you back in the good books? I think a lot of people have got this love-hate relationship with them. A lot of people said, well, we're not interested in GlenDronach. There's a lot of politics around GlenDronach. And I'm not going to, well, I try it before I buy it. And if it's something new that comes out, if it's something that is nice that comes out, I don't care who makes it, I will try it. And definitely this one has got my stamp of approval. And definitely I will buy this one and I will recommend this one. If you're into sweet whiskies, if you're into Pedro Ximénez whiskey, if you're into a whiskey that is just lovely, light, friendly, and that give you that fruit component, that little bit of a Christmas cake feeling, definitely the one that's for you, and definitely one that you're going to enjoy. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. What do you think? And of course, keep an eye out for the other two coming out in the next maybe a week or two. I don't mess around. If I have this bottle, I will make a video and I will make sure that you get my opinion. And you give me your opinion. Did you like it? Have you tried it? Is it something that you're going to buy in the future? So thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time. Cheers.